order. For Johanna. Hey! This one ripped the label off a different one. And an extra freeb. Why am I trying to scan? I'm like trying to scan the sticker. Help! My brain is fried today. Okay. Now, where did this one come from? There we go. Over to grab that. 73 Fahrenheit here. Wish it was cooler since it's February. We finally got our cool weather. I mean, it's been cool. Now it's cold. Yesterday was cold. I could tell. I like woke up and just my arm hanging out of the covers. I was like, oh, the whole morning that I was like the hour. I like to spend like an hour in bed in the morning. I was like, I'm freezing. And then I checked the temperature later. I'm like, oh, it's actually in the minus 20s for once. So yeah, right now it's, well, feels like minus 28. Well, that might be for the low temp. That might not be current. Because it's minus 22 currently. And it's supposed to get to minus 26 overnight. Okay. Have you ever thought about Lunamoth or any other design keychains? I'm reluctant to do keychains because they have not sold very well. And so I'd have to think of like the best ever keychain design. Although just because I think it's a cute keychain doesn't mean it's going to sell. So who knows? I could bring them back in a low quantity possibly. If I can get a decent price. But it's not something I would release with like every collection. This might be too small of a, well, we're good. Width-wise, it was a little tight, but okay. And great. I should know. Oh, Dr. Bob sounds like a porn star name. I should know. I was in the industry for 25 years before dedicating 30 years to the public sector fighting for justice. I then ran a nonprofit for 12 years before going back for my master's. I was later appointed to the bench. Nowadays, I run a small craft store called Perry's Crafts and Dirty Toy Emporium located over on 5th and Grand Avenue. Not too far from Bailey Manor, actually. That's how we met. I thought we were siblings. Well, maybe long lost. And then that's how we met. Yeah, embroidery patches are always a possibility. Especially during, like, I used to think it was not really economically worth it for us to do it ourselves, so I was just gonna outsource, but...
I'm so slither and sneaky because I'm a snake.
There are times where Christian just has nothing to embroider, so it's like, well, why not get him to make patches during that time? But we don't have a marrow machine, So we have to do kind of like a roundabout way of making patches. It would not be the proper way you would typically make a patch. So, because a Miro machine's what stitches the border on a patch. It like stitches around. It basically makes a stitch that goes from the top to like the underside and wraps around like that, around the edge of the patch. We don't have that. But you can make like a more homemade looking version of a patch. The annoying part is like getting the like we'd have to iron on the adhesive to the back side of it instead of having it stitched on. Did I put the thank you in one of those? I don't think so. Let's just shove it in there. In the middle. Sigh. I was like, why are we hearing all this? Then I realized it was Perry. You love to rub that in, don't you? That mother left me for dead because she hated the number 4. Could your heat press do multiple patches for the iron-on adhesive? I think so, because that's what I was also thinking of. That's probably how we do it. I don't think it would be as like, the adhesive would not be as attached. I mean, it should be strong enough, it should be fine, but just different, I guess. And then there's some extra steps involved. Any thoughts about PVC patches? Never heard of them. I don't know what that is. Made out of PVC, like a PVC pipe. A rock hard patch. Accept orders for Heather. My kitten also likes to chew adhesive. Boo boo. But yeah, also the edge would not be mirrored for those patches. It would be like, I'd have to do a satin stitch around the edge to like give the false illusion. So like the side of your patch, if you saw the patch from the side, it wouldn't have like the thread wrap around. PVC patches are the rubbery type. Interesting. I haven't even done embroidery patches, so if I ever did those, it wouldn't be till like later. Pre-order. Like the only reason I would consider doing patches is because it's an embroidery product. So I don't know if I would go for like other patches, but you never know. You know, I say these things and then later I'm like, Yeah, Heather. Okay. There's another tote, a Mr. Bun Bun mat, and dainty flowers, and the 4-piece bag bundle. 2, 3, 4.
Hold up just a minute. I'm looking for some help just to find
Mario Karting right now. Pink and green Luna patches. It would be just the Luna moth. You wouldn't get like all the extra stuff. It'd have to be just this. But I don't know, this is like kind of skinny tail, so I don't know if that wouldn't really work. Maybe if it has a really fat border. Because you need like a thick stitch around the edge of the patch, so. Plus, like sometimes the patch is embroidered onto a piece of cloth and then it's stitched around the edges of the cloth. So it could be like a circular patch with a Luna in the middle, but this is already huge. I can't really make the Luna design any narrower because these satin stitches are already so skinny. So Luna would not really make a good patch because of its irregular shape, I feel. Unless, again, it was on a background. And it takes so long for those to stitch. This should fit in a square. Going down the sides. An eye patch. Thinking of making big keychains that have more fancy designs on them. Do people like big keychains? I mean, it depends what it is. I know a lot of people like plushy keychains. That's something that would be fun to do. Plushy keychains.